Coach, 2 big wins today. You're 2-0. Just kind of an opening statement on how it feels looking back on both these games.
Well, I was pretty impressed the way our pitching staff came out today. Bell in the first game gave us a great opportunity. Go out the top of the first inning. People don't realize the top of the first inning, opening day.
Yeah.
You go out and you get 3 outs right away. Your team relaxes, comes to the plate, and then you got some guys that can hit a little bit this year. So, Gallegani and Elliott at the top of the lineup. It's going to be a force to reckon with. And then you got the kid batting third, Wilkes. So. It's bang, bang, bang. If we can get those 3 guys up in the first inning all the time with a 0-0 game, I feel pretty good about it. But the real mature part was Peyton Dixon. After a shaky third inning, it was probably the guy that's calling the pitches right now that didn't help her out a little bit. But the way she settled down, bore down, and just was not going to be defeated. And she put the team on her back and did a great job to be able to hold them. And I've always told them that, look, if you get the third out of an inning that's not going well, you're giving us a shot.
Yeah.
And she did. She held them to 3, and then we had some clutch stuff going on, and that's a real mature hitting there.
Yeah. Well, looking back at that first game, there's a lot to like from the offense, but the moment everyone's going to talk about is the first collegiate at bat. Karhys comes out, hits a 3-run triple. Yeah. Just how cool was that moment from your vantage point, and what did you like about that from her?
We know she's good. She knows she's good. The team has a lot of confidence in her. She's a ball player. There's certain kids that are athletes and ball players, and there's just ball players that are just out. She's everything, and she's got a great opportunity. She's a great teammate. She understands where she's at right now as a first-year player. She's a heck of a middle infielder, but you've got Rivera and you've got Garcia Soto and you've got A. Wilkes out there too that can play. So she knows where she's at, and she's a loyal green and gold person, for a long time. But it was really cool. It was really cool to see the smile. That's my first at bat. It's 3 RBIs, and she goes, "Coach, is that a walk-off?" I go, "Yes, it is." So it's really neat to see that. It was really neat to see the exaltation of her teammates. Yeah. For somebody that does that. And then if you think about it, also the big hit in game 2 was Jamia. Yeah. Coming off the bench and getting a 2-run shot to the outfield, and once again, her teammates are. So when you're a good team, and they like you, when your team's all over you, right? Even when you walk.
Yeah.
Right. So we have that going on this year, so it's really, really neat.
Well, you had talked about in the preseason media scrum about being present and all of that. Yes. Did you feel like that showed today in that second game? You guys are down 3. You're not worrying about what had happened. You can get the 5-run inning.
They're giving me goosebumps right now. Yeah. It's exactly right. It was really neat to see the maturity of nobody panic. We got this. Peyton, do your job. Keep them 0 the rest of the game. We got you. And they did. And that shows a lot of leadership from Foreman, Consolazio, and Rivera. Some of them might not have had hits today, but that's leadership right there. And so that's a great environment.
And then last one for me, just 2 great wins today. Now you'd said that before in the preseason presser, just 1 game at a time. Next game is Michigan. They're a great opponent, like the rest of this field. A lot of good teams. What do you want to see in game 3 from this team?
Right, we have dinner.
All right, guys. Olivia Elliott went 4 for 4 with 4 runs in the first game. First time since 2018 that a player has scored 4 more runs. Go for it, Ryan.
That was going to be my question. We'll talk about that first game. Just you start the season, you don't have to settle in. Just 4 for 4. What were you feeling? What was working for you?
Mm-hmm. Well, we've worked very hard this season. Coaches, we did a great scouting report on them, so we knew where they were throwing. So I was looking middle away the whole game, and it ended up going in my favor.
Yeah. And then 2 big wins today for you guys. First win, you guys roll in 6 innings. Karhys gets the great swing. Kind of want to focus on that for a second. Just from your vantage point, seeing her do that, what were some of the emotions?
It's so cool seeing a freshman step up. She was put in a tough situation her first collegiate at bat, but she really shined, and we knew she could do it, but she proved it to herself today.
And then in that second game, Coach Eriksen had talked a lot about being present with this group and that maturity aspect. You go down 3 runs, and this team just grits and finds a way to do it. Just what was the energy like in the dugout when you guys were down and then when you guys took the lead?
I think we did a great job. At the beginning, it really wasn't going our way, so we had to talk in the dugout. Coach told us to change our approaches, and Jamia came up swinging in a great moment, pinch hit. She really did it for the team.
Right, guys. Jamia Nelson, sophomore, pinch hit in the 4th inning of the second game to give the Bulls the go-ahead lead and eventually the win. Ryan, go ahead.
Take us through that moment when you obviously started the first game, and then you're doing one of the toughest things, and it's coming off and pinch hitting. Just what were some of the thoughts in your head when you were going up to the plate in that second game?
Well, I knew it was coming, so I was just getting myself ready in the bullpen over there, and I was just telling myself, just hit the ball hard. That's all I need to do. Hit it hard, hit it far, do what I can do.
How does it feel to get these first 2 wins of the season?
Feels good. Feels great, actually.
Yeah.
Very excited, especially after the lead up to it. So this was great 2 wins.
Yeah, it feels good to get out and see another team again.
Yes.
And now you get to come back tomorrow, single games the rest of the weekend, and a lot to look forward to, right?
Yep.
Yeah, awesome. I think just too now taking on a little bit of a bigger role this season, how have you kind of prepared for that role of being a little bit more involved in the everyday rotation and things like that?
I mean, especially last year, it was a lot of watching, but I was there. So just being able to see my teammates do what I know I can do.
Right.
So that just helped me a lot, just knowing that I'm going to get my chance. So I just had to wait for it, and here we are.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys. First year infielder Karhys Pierce hits at her first at bat, hits a walk-off triple. Ryan, go ahead.
You hit a walk-off triple in your first at bat. Tell me how it feels.
Oh, it felt great. I was so excited. That's my first walk-off I've actually ever had, so that was really fun.
Like ever in travel ball or high school? Or
Yeah,
like
ever.
Wow.
Ever.
Wait, really?
Really?
That's awesome.
I
No,
know.
I'm not like
I know.
kidding. I was like, oh my gosh, that's incredible. Yeah, so that must have, so did you have to ask coach when you were at third, like was that, because he said like you asked him like, is it a walk-off?
Oh,
Did
yeah,
you-
I didn't
yeah.
know. I was focused on hitting the ball. I wasn't really focused on, like, what was going on, or I just wanted to hit.
Yeah.
That's all.
What was kind of, I mean, just coming into the game, like did you have any nerves? Like what was it like approaching your first game, like knowing you might get your first career at bat, some of the emotions with that? Like was it kind of a cool moment for you? Because I know you grew up here.
Yeah, so it was definitely a cool moment. I've been to a lot of games, but I just wanted to play. I just wanted to hit the ball. That's all I want to do. I was a little nervous, but honestly, I thought I was prepared. I was ready, so.
And then just tell me a little bit about how good it feels to come out and get 2 wins and go into Michigan tomorrow 2-0.
Oh, it feels great. I'm so excited to play Michigan tomorrow. It feels good to win. I mean, we've prepared so much. I feel like the team, we really bond, and it's a great group of girls, and everyone put in like all their effort. Everyone tried. We worked well together. We strong hits together, so it was bound to happen.
Thank you, Karis.
Thank you.
Thank you, Karen.